Hi everyone. So today I wanted to have a casual chat to you about about a myth that I want to debunk. I am so passionate about this because once I realized the truth, it drastically changed my life in so many ways. It truly set me free and allowed me to really regain my health and my happiness. Now, I know that sounds kind of extreme, but it's really true. When I lived in alignment with this myth, I really struggled to find a way of eating that I could maintain and that would give me the results that I was after. And this myth is that fruit makes you fat. And if you're watching this and you're like, well, doesn't it? That's what I've been told. Don't worry, you're not alone. I was once there as well, believing that, and there are many other people out there who are also believing this. So where did this myth actually stem from? I personally believe that it all began when people started to stray away from eating natural whole foods and people started to eat sugary-laden processed foods out of packets. Most of the population today is eating a standard American diet, consisting of things like processed breads, pastries, cakes, processed foods that are created in labs. Then obviously, because this food is toxic, our bodies don't know how to deal with it properly. And over time, our bodies started to get really sluggish. They don't work as well anymore, and we've started to gain weight. And everyone started to wonder, why are we gaining all this weight? We were then told that it is all about the sugar. Indeed, the processed sugar, which, bear in mind, is completely different to the natural sugars found in fruit, in these foods are toxic to the body. And if your liver isn't healthy, which a lot of people's aren't these days, it starts to store the toxins in your fat cells instead of being able to get rid of them properly and eliminate them, and this causes weight gain over time. Dr. Michael Greger explores the research done on fruit relating to weight gain, with this study showing that people who continued to eat fruit actually lost more weight than people who cut out fruit. Another study showed that people who started to eat 200 grams more fruit per day, there was absolutely no change in their weight whatsoever. The bigger issue here with weight gain is when sugar and fat are actually eaten together in combination, which is in all the American standard diet type foods. Think about it, things like cakes, biscuits, chocolate, people going to these takeaway restaurants and getting animal protein, fat-laden burgers and then drinking that together with a super high sugary Coke or Diet Coke or whatever. So people are told now that it's all about the sugar, but it's not. It's actually about the combination of the fat and the sugar. So why is this combination making us fat? Sugars from fruit actually leave your stomach within 3 to 6 minutes, and the sugars don't actually reach your intestinal tract. When you eat sugar in combination with fat, the fat actually inhibits the sugar from being able to leave your system properly. This causes sugar imbalances, diabetes, and weight gain. Now, I get many people come to me and say, but I hardly eat any fat. And I proceed to ask them what they eat on a day-to-day basis. I find out that they're adding things like flax seeds and coconut oil or avocados to their fruit smoothies. On their salads, they're eating heavy nut-based dressings or oils. They're snacking on things like raw crackers, which are full of nuts and seeds, or they're having, a few handfuls of nuts and seeds as snacks. And then at dinner at night, they're cooking their meals in a whole lot of, vegetable oils, any type of oils. And that adds up to a lot of fat for one day. And yes, it is healthy fats, but it doesn't matter. The fat still clogs up the bloodstream and stops the glucose from getting into our cells. So sugar and fat is a really big no-no. Now, don't stress, this doesn't mean that you can never do this combination. I mean, think of all the beautiful raw desserts out there. I mean, I love to have them every once in a while, and I like to add, you know, avocado in a banana smoothie every once in a while. The problem is when you're doing this every day on a consistent basis. And that's why, for example, people on the paleo diet are usually, quite lean because they're eating high fat, but then really, really low carbs, so they're not getting that issue. So you have to choose one or the other. Eating high fat does cause other health issues over an extended period of time because you're essentially starving your cells of their life force energy, glucose, and this leads to my next point. When we have a bad stigma around something that is so natural to us, it causes conflict in more ways than one. Fruit is totally natural for humans to eat. It is the perfect food for us. Our brain depends on glucose for its main source of energy, and a tight regulation of glucose consumption is critical for brain physiology. As humans, we have a natural sweet tooth, and that's why companies add so much sugar to their foods to keep us coming back for more. And a lot of people have an addiction to processed sugary foods, and one sure way to conquer that addiction is to simply eat an abundance of fresh fruits to get that natural sugary goodness into us. When you do, your cravings for processed foods and high-fat foods begin to dissipate, and it really helps you to achieve your ideal body weight. I've been eating a fruit-based diet for over 3 years now, and I've lost about 20 kilograms in that time. Over that period, I basically did no exercise whatsoever because of the health issues that I was going through, and I still lost the weight. And also, a lot of people seem to think that fruit is high in calories, and that's just not true at all. When I began this fruitarian lifestyle, I had to learn to eat more than I was accustomed to ensure that I was getting enough calories. And I'll just show you what I look like now. So that's what I look like now, and yeah, I'm still eating about 80 to 90% of my calories are coming from fruit. And if you look at any true fruitarian, you will not find an overweight one. They are always super toned, super lean, really fit and strong. Now, if you are eating a fruit-based diet and you feel like you're overweight or you're struggling to lose weight, it could be for one of the following reasons. Firstly, maybe you're not leading a true fruitarian lifestyle. Maybe you are still eating a bit too much fat, so there's that, clash in your body, in the bloodstream. So a good way to determine how much fat you're eating is just to hop onto chronometer.com, fill out what you're eating on a day-to-day basis, just to, determine how much fat you actually are eating. It may surprise you. Second reason is your body might just be really overloaded with toxins from a previously bad lifestyle that you were leading. This causes you to not absorb nutrients properly, which can lead to deficiencies and also weight gain. Number 3 is you might have come from an eating disorder, or you were a little underweight from the way you were eating before, so your body actually needs to gain weight to a healthier weight. So that's all for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you understand that our bodies, they need this natural sugar from fruit. And fruit provides us with a complete package of beautiful vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that our bodies need to run on, and they're easy to digest and to utilize and give us an abundance of amazing energy. So don't deprive yourself of what's most natural to you. Embrace this amazing food and enjoy it. So comment down below if you have any questions, what you thought of this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!